guys! Oh! I am currently in Arizona, but I thought I needed to narrate this video a little bit because it was pretty much all over the place. So I'm gonna narrate this video and the next video right now because I was editing them and they both need help. This video is, there's a lot that was unspoken that needs to be said. First of all, it was a Sunday and I actually didn't go to church that day because I wasn't feeling well. And I had a photo shoot that afternoon. I did the photo shoot.
What's up, girl? How you doing?
And during the photo shoot, I checked my phone, and I shouldn't have done that because I saw that I got some text messages, and the text messages were about my grandfather. My husband's calling me. I just found out my grandpa passed. So I was trying to hold it together after realizing Angela's over there playing a video game on his phone, if you hear that. But I tried to hold it together as much as possible throughout that day just because I had a community Thanksgiving service that I was going to that night to sing at another church. And those types of things, like, you never really truly know what to expect. You know, I'm a guest, the team is a guest, and we're there representing our church, but also coming together as a community, you know. So I was like, I need to keep it together until after this event, and then I can be okay and I can like really truly process it and like go through that mourning and crying and all that stuff. I've tried not to really think about it or talk about it too much today because I have a lot of things to do today and I don't have time to cry my makeup off, you know? However, I have processed it. I'm sure I'm still gonna cry a bunch, but I'm hurting, but I'm more so like happy that he's not hurting anymore. Yeah. I guess that's all. I just had to document that happened, and yeah, I'm glad that he's not hurting anymore. It's a very painful experience to watch someone become something and someone that they are not, and lose control of some of their thoughts or their body even. So I'm just glad that he doesn't have to deal with that anymore. And it's funny, I was talking to my friend Whitney. She texted me saying if I was okay because she heard about my grandfather passing, and I told her, I was like, yeah, I mean, I hurt, obviously. I was very, very close to my grandfather. And, you know, he was a huge source of emotional support for me for years. And when I couldn't call my father, I called my grandfather. Oh my God, I'm crying. I can't. I have so much makeup on. But what I was saying was, it's kind of funny though, because like, my grandpa's been wanting to die for like years. It's so true. Like, he was always like super wise and like a very practical man. But when I visited him in the springtime with my mom, when we went to see my grandparents, I asked my grandpa, I was like, wow, 93 years old, grandpa, like, how did you do it? What's your advice? And he said, don't do it. I said, what? He said, don't try to live this long. Like, it's not worth it. And I said, oh, okay, grandpa. Like, he was like, your body hurts, you don't feel the same. It's not fun. Life's not fun anymore. And I was like, oh, I guess that's a rough way to look at it, but it's true. So he was like ready to go. So I'm glad that this transition was like a smooth and peaceful one. Like, he didn't suffer for weeks and weeks. Like, you know, it was good. It was a good thing. And my grandma is still in a good place where they'll take care of her and love on her. So she's still she's still kicking right now, but when my grandma passes, we're gonna have to have a whole nother conversation about that.
So I held it together as much as possible, but then when I got to the church, after I recorded that scene in the car that you guys saw, I got to the church, I sound checked with the team, and I sat down, and my pastor came up to me and said, "Ebeth, have you talked to Angelo recently?" And I said, "No, is everything okay?" And he said he just got in a car accident, but he's okay. When those words came out of his mouth, I started bawling uncontrollably in the middle of this church where people just saw me sound check. Everybody was looking at me. I was like sobbing uncontrollably, and I was so mad. I was like, "Why did you tell me that? If he's okay, couldn't you have waited till after?" And he's like, "No, I needed to tell you." So I was like, "I need to go." I like ran to the bathroom. People were seeing me. I was like, my face was red, my eyes were, I was sobbing, y'all, because I was already like emotionally at a place where I was trying to keep it together concerning my grandfather, and then to get the news that my husband was just in a car accident, like, I was overwhelmed. So I went to the bathroom stall, and I sat in the bathroom stall for like 15 minutes, and I cried and cried and cried, and like just pulled it together, took my deep breaths, prayed in the spirit, and I was okay. I called Angelo. He was fine. He did end up actually having a concussion, but he's fine. And it wasn't his fault. The car accident was not his fault, by the way. But anyways, after I pulled myself together, it was time to sing pretty much for the service, Thanksgiving service, and Josh, our music director, was like, "Are you going to be able to do this?" And I said, "Yes, I'm going to be okay. I just needed a moment to like get myself together." And so I kind of wanted to include the whole clip. Usually I don't include like whole clips of us singing songs, but I kind of wanted to because it was such a wreck of a day for me. Like, it was just, I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't even go to like morning church that day. I had a photo shoot. I got the news that my grandfather died, my husband got in a car accident. I was an emotional wreck. I was in a lot of emotional pain, and I praised God through that pain. And I really think that like that praise and worship moment was just, it was anointed. You can sense it in the room, which is kind of a big deal too, because as a guest at another church leading worship, you never really know how you're going to be received. So I wanted to include the entire clip because it was such an overcoming moment for me, and a moment of strength. So I wanted to share that with you guys, and know that yes, the joy of the Lord can be your strength no matter what, girl. Believe me. You better rely on the Lord. Come on.
God is greater than anything you can deal with. Do you believe that, church? Come on, say amen. Put your hands together. As we love on you, receive our love, receive our love, and as we shout your
Okay, that's all for this video, and I'm gonna record the clip for the next video that you're gonna watch. If you guys aren't subscribed, come on, subscribe, get your life together, click that button, and what'd you say?
Dance like David did.
Dance like what? No, don't do that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, let me know, and comment down below if you've ever experienced anything like this before. I was prepared a little bit, like I knew that my grandfather's passing was coming soon, but it hit me so suddenly in the middle of the day while I was in the middle of doing things that I was caught off guard, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm in Arizona celebrating the life of my grandfather, so look forward to some clips of my entire family coming soon, and yeah, there's gonna be some fun stuff coming up next. We got Thanksgiving video, we got a travel to Michigan video with Michigan family and Christmas party, and then we got Arizona videos. So make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you next time, boo. Until next time, stay awesome, be you, and keep loving Jesus, boo. Bye.